down to all of my Geminis out there. You and I want to say you Geminis and Sagittarians actually gave me the most views. So y'all are going to get the first two videos. So let's get into it. If you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. So let's get into it. So the cards that I come up with here, there we go. Okay, so the cards that I come up with here are the Queen of Swords. I'm using the Game of Thrones Tarot. I got rid of the Voodoo Tarot deck, and I also got rid of the Halloween Tarot deck because I've been using it for years and I'm just not connected to it anymore, right? But you know, it is what it is. But you have the Queen of Swords and you have the Knight of Coins. You have the Strength. You have the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Coins, the Moon, the World, the Hanged Man, and last but not least, we have the Lovers. All right, so a lot of stuff going on here. This is for Gemini. No major arcana that represents Gemini, but we do have some air influence, okay? The Queen of Swords, Knight of Coins, the Strength. These cards represent how a lot of you Geminis need to understand that right around now, you need to kind of be very careful with people whom you may be talking to, because Gemini, fun fact, Gemini, especially for this context, can be the zodiac sign of verbal cruelty. So a lot of the times, some of the things that the Virgo influence get when Virgos get very critical and it hurts people, yeah, they actually get that from Gemini. Gemini is the root of it. And then in Virgo, it pretty much culminates into that, right? Or reaches ahead into that, right? The criticism that Virgo gets starts in Gemini. So the Queen of Swords represents this person who's a little bit too sensitive, okay? And a little bit too combative, offensive, not realizing that you're offensive because you're thinking that you're defensive, trying to shield yourselves from the criticisms of other people. That is represented by this person who is coming to you overtly as an enemy. You may think that this person is coming on a little bit too strong, and you may be thinking that you are telling this person that you're not interested, when in actuality, you don't necessarily understand that the way that you come off, you are essentially, you're either one of two things. You're either not being clear enough to tell them that you're not interested like that, right? And leave them alone, right? If you're not their friend or anything like that. But it's also a representation of how you Geminis, this person may actually, you know what I mean? You may be perceiving this incorrectly, and you may be thinking that this person is being kind of offensive because they don't necessarily respect your personal boundaries, and that may not necessarily be the case. So so the point that I'm trying to make here is there's a lot of play on one's perceptions that you need to be very careful about, okay? Your own. Now the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords, these are the cards that represent how, there you go, you get red, right? Right, red, right? Scarlet, right? So what happens here is you find yourself in a situation where the High Priestess is about like how you, and the High Priestess is in the correct way. Look at that. But the High Priestess represents how like what you Geminis need to be doing right now is to commune with what you've got going on. So right around now, mind your own business. Don't try to get yourselves in any kind of relationship right now. Right now, a lot of y'all need to just mind your own business, build on the things that you already have, and don't worry about what other people are doing or what other people have got going on. The Ten of Swords, if you wonder about it a little bit too much, you're going to end up saying something or doing something, more so saying something, more than likely, that's going to end up being cruel. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to get the strength energy from this person, which is this person, is going to start saying some very hurtful things to you because you weren't necessarily aware that you were actually coming at them and they was just trying to be cool with you. You understand? So you need to watch your perceptions. The Eight of Coins in the Moon now represents how one thing that you need to also learn to do is to figure out, schedule your days out. Like you Geminis right around this time, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, we're heading into a Mercury retrograde or something like this, something like that. I don't even keep up with the retrogrades anymore. Because it seems to me as if the planet Mercury, right, Geminis and Virgos are constantly under some form of scrutiny. It's like, what is the point at this point? You know what I mean? But I get it though, right? I really do understand it. Mercury goes retrograde because people keep playing this game of idiocracy. And Mercury is going to go into retrograde more and more and more as the years go on, because people don't communicate anymore. People want to be in a relationship, but they're doing all this weird stuff. I'm going to talk to you online, but now I'm not going to talk to you for a couple of days just to be reaction seeking to get you on your nerves. Well, this is why Gemini has to go into retrograde so much, because you don't use clear communication skills. So, and then the thing is that the Eight of Coins in the Moon represents you need to schedule your days out. Don't be running around here empty-handed, because it's going to get you irritable, on your nerves, and you're going to be all over the place as mutable air signs. The World, the Hangman, and the Lovers, this represents how you don't fall in love with anybody right around now, because I told y'all I'm getting better with this tarot reading stuff. All what's going to happen, and I'm warning you, Gemini, so y'all don't get yourselves into a dangerous situation. If you end up falling in love, or someone tries to come at you in a situation right now, not only are we going into a Mercury retrograde, which is not necessarily advised or the best thing for you to be able to get yourselves in a relationship, but I wouldn't suggest it, because now that I know what I know about the tarot, these three cards in the combination is just going to put you right back into the same situation that a lot of other people are on the planet, which, the Lovers does represent Gemini, but the Geminis, the Lovers is actually upside down, which is the way that the world is right now. And why that's important in the first place is because the Lovers is not standing right side up for the world. The Lovers is actually upside down. And what I mean by that is, or pulling in the reverse, which people who are not really supposed to be in relationships with each other, trying to force this thing, because so many people want money. So many people are vying for money, attention, hypergamy, all of these things that ultimately, trying to get the best, individual you can. All of these things ultimately is why the world is in a stage where so many people, as you see, especially on YouTube, so many people are talking about the Lovers. Love, love, love. Everybody, so many people looking for love. But we're not going to go into that sense of love right side up, because Mercury's still going retrograde. People are not in clear communication. Doesn't matter if you rich and you hanging out with somebody who doesn't necessarily have physically as much finances as you. Forget about that. What you're supposed to be going after is character. You build on the finances and the social prestige later. Who cares about that stuff? But everybody is trying to run around and find the bigger and better deal. The men are engaging in hypergamy, trying to find the best woman they can get. The women are in hypergamy, trying to find the best man that they could get, not even realizing as they go up the quote unquote social hierarchy, they're losing their souls in the process, but thinking that they're finding true love. Lovers in reverse or upside down, not realizing if you want to make it to this point right here, lovers right side up in the correct position where everything is invoked correctly, the ego can't come with you. And I've been saying this 1,000,001 times, but everybody wants to, so then stop complaining when your partner is crazy. Stop complaining when things don't work out for you. Let me know when you're ready to do things the correct way and get over yourself. All these people say that they want love, but they won't actually do the work to find it. The real thing, but they want it so much. Okay, well, so let's clarify the lovers. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and then you have the Tower. Just as I've been saying, try to find yourself into a loving relationship right now is going to end in disaster. And I've already explained why. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.